What's good everyone, it's Smudgy here. We're going to do an updated version of the launcher guides today. I did 3 of them towards the start of Vanguard and some things have changed. Some people haven't found them before, some people are new here. So if you're looking to get your launchers gold, diamond, atomic, whatever it is, this is the place to be. To start it off, make sure you're running an ammo box and engineer. Engineer of course letting you see kill streaks and equipment and field upgrades through walls. We're going to split this into the Bazooka and Panzerschreck, then the MK11 and then the Panzerfaust to end it with. Purely because the first 2 launchers kind of fit quite closely together with the exception of one challenge. So let's just jump straight into it with the Bazooka / Panzerschreck. So for both you will need 100 eliminations to kick things off. This is super easy. It's just a case of going into hardcore Das House and firing it down the central alley on Das House. And then you need to destroy 100 enemy kill streaks, equipment, field upgrades. Super easy, you will do this as you do the rest of the challenges, do not worry about it. And then you need to destroy 50 ground kill streaks or field upgrades. So this is your deployable covers, your ammo boxes, dogs, both attack and guard dogs. This is what you're looking for. The prominent thing you're going to be finding are ammo boxes and deployable covers. The easiest way to destroy a deployable cover is it's a 2-hit, roughly, destruction is just to melee it if you are close enough to do so, obviously. Ammo boxes will be a 1-hit destruction and they produce decent blast radius, so you should pick up some other kills. I'd highly recommend doing these launches passively. And what I mean by that is you work on a primary weapon and have this in your back pocket, so when you come across an ammo box, you come across a deployable cover, or guard dogs get called in, or attack dogs rather, you can kill them with this and just kind of slowly work your way up that way. And instead of starting every match running around desperately hoping people will put down ammo boxes, put down deployable covers, because it'll be in those games where you won't see any of them and you'll get super frustrated. And then we have destroy 50 enemy kill streaks, and this is where the Bazooka and the Panzerschreck differ slightly. The actual method is the same, but the optical that you're looking through is different. So let's jump into the Bazooka side first and then we'll move on to the Panzerschreck. So as you can see, I'm watching a UAV fly in using engineer and I'm waiting for the UAV to turn and slow down. And you'll see it start to turn around about now. Here it starts to tilt and I aim in. At this point, you want to line up the nose of the UAV with this part of your sights. So when you zoom all the way in, you see that this is lined up. And it's when it comes to firing, you're going to use the outer ring of the bazooka. And just as the UAV is about to reach the outer ring, you fire and it'll just sail into the path. Easy. And again, similar situation with the Panzerschreck. This time I see a UAV flying in over the mountains. Just watch it until it tilts. It needs to tilt in order for you to hit it. Just because it slows down so much, it makes aiming so much easier. And exactly the same, as soon as I see it tilt, I scope in. And for this one, because obviously there's no circular optical, you're going to use the square of the sight. And what you need to do is, same as before, line up the UAV with the middle of your sights. And then you'll fire roughly as the UAV is halfway in between this outer border and your sight. So if it was between this corner and here, you'd fire when it was about here, or here, or here. So about that halfway distance between the outer edge of the outer sight and your inner sight that you're using to line it up. I promise you that does hit after I kill us both. See. And once you've got that down, this last challenge will be a piece of cake. Destroy 3 enemy kill streaks in a single game 30 times. These do not stack, so if this is all you need, just get your 3 destructions and then leave. UAVs, counter UAVs, those are going to be your best bets. Obviously, if you get attack dogs called in on you, they'll work as well. They are 2 missile destructions, so you're better off to melee them twice because it'll stun them and they can't kill you. So that is the Bazooka and the Panzerschreck out the way, the easier launchers I have to say. We'll do the MK11 next and leave the troublesome Panzerfaust until the end. The MK11 is pretty much solely infantry based. challenges. To start off, you need a 200 eliminations. You'll complete this as you do everything else. You don't need to worry about it. And then you do need to destroy 100 enemy killstreaks, equipment or field upgrades. So similar to the Bazooka and the Panzerschreck, this is anything pretty much. Anything that glows red in Engineer will count. Don't bother trying to shoot down UAVs or aerial killstreaks, just focus on things you can find on the ground. And then you will need 50 long shot kills. By far, I think most people have come across this or know about this. The easiest way to do this is just to keep spamming missiles down the centre alley of Das Haus and catching people as they try to exit their spawn, and you'll pick these up pretty easily. Similarly, double kills, they'll come naturally, especially if you're on hardcore Das Haus and you're spamming it down the middle alley. Whilst it's frustrating if you're on the receiving end, if you're trying to unlock the camos, it's just the sort of thing that has to be done. And finally is 50 triple kills. This can be a bit trickier. It is partly luck based if you're looking for triple kills on Das Haus. The easier way to do it is actually to try and get into the enemy's spawn and spawn kill them, because there's quite often 3, 4, 5 enemies sat there. Otherwise, say if you throw a grenade and it picks up 2, as long as you get 1 more kill with it, it will count as a triple. And the gap between that first and second kill and the third kill is actually pretty generous. Generous enough that you could pick up 2 kills with your first shot of this gun, reload and pick up a third with that, and it would probably count. Similarly, you could pick up a 2-piece with your primary weapon and get the third kill with this, which I think is how I ended up getting the final triple kill for this gun when I was unlocking all the camos. And that's the MK11 out the way. Nothing too bad, just a bit of a weird playstyle you have to adopt. Let's move on to the Panzerfaust, or the launcher that everyone hates. Kicking it off with 100 eliminations, nothing to worry about, incredibly easy. And then we have destroy 100 enemy killstreaks, equipment, field upgrades. Again, you should complete this naturally throughout the course of the grind. Then we have destroy 50 ground killstreaks or field upgrades. Again, something you can do passively, something that you're just going to have to wait for people to put down ammo boxes and deployable covers and call in attack dogs if you're lucky. Then we have 50 long shots. Long shots are either bugged or they intend them to be like this, in which case that's super annoying. Long shots have to be a direct hit. So you can't get splash damage kills at range and have it count like you can with the MK11. There has to be a direct hit, and the easiest way to do that is to reduce the angles at which enemies can avoid the missile. And the best way to do that is on screen right now on Das Haus down this corridor. I prefer doing it in core, especially if you are struggling to see down the entire length of the corridor, purely because in core you get the little red emblem with the player's name at the opposite end so you know when to fire. You also have to stay alive once you've shot them. You can't get the kill and it be a direct hit but die shortly afterwards before that kill registers. It will not count because it is buggy as hell. And finally we have the worst challenge in the game. Destroy 3 enemy killstreaks in a single game 30 times. Except this does not reach UAVs. It reaches counter UAVs. I've seen multiple clips of it reaching counter UAVs. For all the best will in the world, I cannot hit a counter UAV to save my life with this thing. The easiest way to do it, from my experience, is to shoot down 2 UAVs, 2 counter UAVs, whatever they are, with a gun. And then the third kill, you've got to hope that the team calls in attack dogs. At which point you just go hell for leather at them and run at them until you kill one of them. As long as the third destruction is from the Panzerfaust, it will count, at which point you can back out the game and go take a breather. The issue being now, of course, is they've nerfed fire, or rather improved defense against fire. Less and less people are getting kills. People aren't getting attack dogs as much because they can't cheese their way to attack dogs, which for the general health of the game isn't a bad thing, but for completing this challenge is horrendous. By all means, there will be guides out there, and I will try to put one in the description down below about how to hit counter UAVs with the Panzerfaust and how to do it as successfully and consistently as possible. I'm not one of those people. I just waited for attack dogs the entire time. It was boring and brutal and just generally frustrating, but that's the way I did it. And that's the way that I think is most reliable in terms of not driving yourself insane if you can't hit counter UAVs. There's no good just wasting all your missiles. So I'll try and put a reliable guide in the description down below from someone. I'll have a little scout around and see if that helps, but I've not seen the majority of people consistently hitting counter UAVs is what I'm going to say, which is why I think attack dogs are still going to be the way forward. Maybe by the time you find this guide they fixed it and you can hit UAVs consistently with this, in which case I am so happy for you because I wanted to cry that entire time. On that somewhat depressing note, that is all the launchers covered. Go get them gold, go get them diamond, go get them atomic camo if that's what you're grinding for. If you've got any other questions, drop them in the comments down below. I will do my best to answer them. As always though guys, if you did enjoy the video, do give it a like. Subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.